This camp is a response to climate change and to the way that governments and corporations are not dealing with the problem at all. They are actually, governments and corporations at the moment are hijacking the climate change discourse and spinning it and using it as an excuse to save this financial system that has been collapsing. This kind of this mortgage and debt crisis has caused a lot of problems in the financial system and with the economy, and we're going through a recession, and governments and corporations seem to have identified climate change as a good way to justify the expansion of privatisation, of land grabs. They've privatised the air around us, they've privatised the right to pollute carbon dioxide, they've created a new market out of this. And they are both privately and publicly admitting now, it's become relatively common among high-level officials and businessmen to speak about how these carbon markets are not reducing carbon dioxide pollution at all. They're having zero effect on that, but they are creating an awful lot of money for a lot of very powerful people. And so it's kind of a double whammy here, because the land grabs that are going on, the expansion of really dirty factories across the global south is damaging in itself. The expansion of the privatisation and of carbon markets is damaging, but then also, because they're not solving the climate crisis, climate change is also going to be incredibly damaging. It's going to cause food shortages as there are droughts and floods across arable lands. It's going to cause water shortages as glaciers finish melting, and so fresh water sources become very scarce, and so it's going to cause water wars in that sense. Deforestation rates are not being reduced, but they're making a lot of money out of carbon markets, out of privatising forests. So it's time now. The situation really demands that people who recognise the problem stand up and take action and do something about it, because those people who we have put our trust in to do something are not doing anything.
I think a message that is really important is that the climate struggle is a total struggle. We cannot say that climate struggle is a struggle that stands next to and apart from the struggle against sexism, the struggle against capitalist exploitation, and so on and so on and so on. This is one of the symptoms of a capitalist system that is going very, very bad, and that is leading us to disaster, and we still can't stop it. We have to stop it.
Bienvenue dans le Yavastaland, un pays merveilleux et spectaculaire, puisqu'on utilise une boisson votée par tous nos amis les liberteurs. Dans la plupart des chansons, on nous saoule sur les boissons. Du gars posé dans une réçoire de la dernière cuite du mois. Qu'un cocktail qui passe la terre.
Om de exacte locaties te kunnen vaststellen. Ja, opmeten. En
uitpassen. Dat je eigenlijk een reddingsvest aan moet. Wat een veiligste, hè, met een reddingsvest.
Ja, absoluut.
Ja, maar die mag er ook wel bij. Dat weten we momenteel.
Pour peupler qu'exploser, la cocktail molotov. Pour peupler qu'exploser, la cocktail molotov. Pour peupler qu'exploser, la cocktail molotov. Pour peupler qu'exploser. De quelques éléments de composent maintenant, la baisse s'impose, on place en fond un peu de sable, un bout de tissu inflammable. De l'essence en grande quantité. De l'huile pour le faire durer. Pour une explosion. Et voici rempli d'ambition.
go back.
Let's go back.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay. But it's like no use. We cannot go back without them.
For sure.
Cool.
Dans nos rêves, calcinant ainsi le quai des enfers. Cocktail molotov pour public. Cocktail molotov pour public. Cocktail molotov pour public. Cocktail molotov pour public.
I think it went amazingly well. I mean, this is the first time that there's been a camp like this here, and for a lot of people, it's the first time they've been involved in the tasks they took on. It's been really amazing to see people who, for example, like never thought of how to build a compost toilet in their life, just like really learn how to do that and take on that role and start coordinating something, for example. It was quite, I think we had a really great diversity of people here, and to see everybody kind of working together, people that had never met before, come from quite different backgrounds, but still really getting along and making things work on the site, and really kind of picking up this kind of attitude or method of kind of doing it themselves and taking responsibility, and everybody feeling like they're part of the camp. And also the fact that the mass action actually was successful. I mean, I think that's pretty great. That doesn't always happen with events like these. So, yeah, I think it was really good.
Nuclear lobby is supporting this group that's protesting against coal, because coal is dirty and dusty, and nuclear power is safe, clean, sustainable, and very good. So we say okay for these activists that are protesting against the coal, because that's exactly what we want. That everybody is afraid of climate change, and that they say, okay, then we need nuclear power, because coal is dirty. Yes, you can see the coal is very dirty and black, it's very bad. So therefore we are supporting this group, and we offer them a stay in a hotel and a shower from the nuclear lobby, and dinner. Hooray for the activists! Yes!
Climate camp will be again in Belgium or the Netherlands, and it will be triple the people we have now. All the people who are here now will come together again next year, I think, and they'll bring along friends.